Hello, this is Dakota Mill. We're here at Mill's Hardware doing an interview for Beers with Bands.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
If you don't mind introducing yourself, tell us the role you play in the band and what you're drinking.
Sure. My name is Eric. I'm playing guitar and I'm drinking a lager.
I'm Ryan. I play the drums and I'm drinking Pinball Wizard.
My name is Braden, and I play guitar and sing, and I'm drinking the East Hamilton Lager, and it is mighty tasty.
My name is Joey, and I play keys, and I'm also drinking a Pinball Wizard.
So, imagine you are headlining your dream show. Big venue. Who's opening for you, dead or alive? And it can be anyone.
Opening for us? I mean, like, I love Death Cab for Cutie, but I think we should open for them first.
This is your dream show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Taylor Knox at Mills Hardware.
There you go.
Good answer.
I'd say like a band like Lord Huron or something would pair pretty well.
That
I'd
would
like
be
that.
cool.
But like Eric said, I think that we should be opening for them.
Yeah, I think also a band maybe like Mount Joy or something for the indie scene. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah, they're cool. And on that, now you get to pick your dream rider item. What's that crazy thing that you want on your rider?
Oh, man. I don't know. Probably like, a hamster or something. Like, not to eat, but just to have in the green room, like, to chill out. That'd be pretty fun.
Like a support hamster?
Yeah, totally.
A 6-pack of Pinball Wizard from...
Nice.
Yeah.
Very on brand today.
Probably a mint condition original first pressing of the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan.
See, I was gonna say like a nice single malt whiskey.
Rare.
That would be delish.
There you go. Let's go to firsts. Do you remember the first beer or alcoholic beverage that you had?
No.
So he had many of them.
Being honest, I'm not really sure.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Neither do I. I think the first one for me was Moosehead, but I might be mistaken. But either way, I liked it.
So I remember being in my friend Zach's basement, and we were trying to drink Coors Light as fast as we can, and I think we both finished half of a can, and then we snuck out the window and just ran around our town. So that was my first beer experience.
That's a good experience.
I think mine was, first of all, sorry, Mom and Dad. When I worked, this is a couple years back when I worked, when I was still living in Holland, I worked at the restaurant around the corner. Must have been only about 13 years old. And, they were giving me some beers after our shift. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And on the flip side, music side, do you remember the first CD, album, cassette tape, whatever applies? Do you remember your first ever one?
Actually, my first CD that I ever got when I was a kid was a gift for Christmas from my aunt, and it was American Idiot by Green Day. And yeah, that's kind of like, I guess, the record that started it all that I tribute to.
Nice.
First record I ever bought on my own was Rubber Soul by the Beatles, and it's still an all-time favorite of mine. It's a great record, yeah.
It's a good first record.
My first CDs I got were definitely a bunch of greatest hits album I inherited from my dad. A bunch of Aerosmith and Cars and Boston. But the first one I purchased with my own money, like Eric, was American Idiot by Green Day.
For me, it as well was greatest hit records from my dad, and it was Queen. Been a huge Queen fan for a long time, and have all of them now. So.
Cool. And what about music right now? Who's on your radar? Who are you listening to a lot of right now?
Well, Ryan and I were just at Cheapies up the street today, and I got a couple CDs by a band called Sigur Rós from Iceland. I'm really into them right now.
Yeah, Sigur Rós is sick. I just bought an album by a band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They're awesome. Been listening to them quite a bit recently.
Definitely Mountain Joy, the Franklin Electric. Half Moon Run just came out with a new album, which is absolutely incredible. So just a bunch of indie folk bands that are killing it right now.
Yeah, same here. Also, Mount Joy, Daniel Romano. He's got some new great records. Alan Stone's new album is absolutely amazing. That's and the Half Moon Run as well. Yeah, those are on my radar.
And now go back to the drinking side of things. What are you drinking a lot of right now? Doesn't have to be alcohol. You could be a coffee fiend or a kombucha fan. What are you drinking a lot of right now? Could be just hydrating with water.
Definitely water, but then definitely coffee too.
Coffee?
Yeah, lots of coffee lately.
Are you like a black coffee fan?
No, I put a little bit of stuff in it, but I'm really digging the Nabob Midnight Eclipse. Yeah, that's the blend. Oh yeah, it's good. He knows.
There's this to jump on Eric's point there with coffee. There's this cafe nearby where I live called the Black Goat. I've just been getting medium Americanos every day, and it's fantastic. Shout out to the Black Goat.
There you go. Yeah.
H2O and coffee. That's it. That's the daily. But yeah, Durand Coffee, right around the corner from my house here in Hamilton. That place is awesome. And yeah, I take a large Americano though, so take that.
For me, for a very long time, it's like all I drink is water, coffee, or tea, especially now that it's the winter season. Lots and lots of tea with a splash of milk, of course. And other than that, maybe some delicious beers or some whiskey.
So you guys get to brew your own beer. You get to decide what your secret ingredient is, what style of beer you're going to brew, and name it after one of your songs. What are you brewing?
So I really like mint flavored, and I don't know if there's much like mint beer out there. It seems like a weird kind of thing, but mint is kind of like toothpaste flavored, and don't want to go down there, but just like a nice minty kind of thing, which then like puts you to sleep in a mellow mood. So that would be a Rest on Me beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal Braden's thing, I think, here, but we have a song called Little Italy, so I'd name the beer after that. And the secret ingredient would be spaghetti.
Nice.
Cowardly move, stealing mine. Well, now I'm stumped. Oh, jeez.
Do you know?
Do you have one?
Okay.
I've
You
got
more
two
time.
actually. I have two.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do it. Yeah.
So one you could do is you just get a little bit of red brick,
Okay.
throw it in there,
Okay.
and it can be these walls.
Oh.
Or we just brew it exactly the normal way, exactly the way it's supposed to be, and call it typical.
Oh, that was the best.
That's good. You're taking his beer? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the normal way, typical.
Great. Where can everyone find you on your social medias?
You can find us at Dakota Mill Music.
Okay, across the board?
Across the board. Actually, Facebook is Dakota Mill Official.
Okay.
But everything else is Dakota Mill Music.
Okay, perfect. And we will put the links to all of their socials in the post below. We are Beer X on YouTube, Beers with Bands. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single video. And we are Beers Bands on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.